Every single online review says if you have the extra $100, you're better off buying the Oneplus 3 over the new Blackberry DTEK50. And here in Canada, the DTEK50 is around $480 taxes and shipping in, and the Oneplus 3 costs around $580. In this video, I'll go over some of the main reasons why you should get the Oneplus 3 over the DTEK50, and since both of these phones are running Android, I'm going to stick to some of the main differences besides the operating system. Starting off with the exterior features and quality of the devices, the DTEK50 feels great in the hand with a rubber textured back and chamfered edges. It feels kinda premium, but it's really lacking in the mass or density, which is part of that premium feel, if that makes sense. Think metal iPhone 6 over the cheap plastic iPhone 5C. There's a headphone jack on top, and on the right side of the device is a volume rocker and a customizable convenience key, and on the bottom you'll find the micro USB charging port. Now the first issue I have with the DTEK50 is on the left hand side. It's the power button. Now, I'm right-handed and I'm naturally inclined to use my thumb on the right side of the device, but again, this is where the volume rocker is and the convenience key. So in order to actually turn on the phone, you have to either use your index finger or turn the device around awkwardly and use your thumb on the button. Thankfully, you can also double tap the screen in order to wake the device. Moving on to the Oneplus 3, you can immediately feel the difference in build. The aforementioned density is present along with the feel of metal and glass, which have become somewhat synonymous with the word premium as far as phone build quality is concerned. Oh, and my phone is shiny because I have a skin on it. In addition to the headphone jack, you'll also see a speaker grill and USB Type-C port for data transfers and charging, volume rocker on the left side, and power button on the right. You'll notice the home button, which doubles as a fingerprint reader along with capacitive touch buttons on either side. Of course, you can always turn these buttons off and use them on screen, like on the DTEK50. There's also this kind of useful profile switcher, so you can go from do not disturb to priority to all notifications, and you can do that all with a switch. So in a nutshell, the build quality on the Oneplus 3 is better than the DTEK50. On the backs of both phones, you'll find the cameras and LED flashes. However, the Oneplus 3 has a pretty big bump when compared to the flush camera on the DTEK50. Now, as you saw earlier, the footage recorded on the Oneplus 3 is better since it has optical image stabilization and 16 megapixels for stills, while the Blackberry has 13 megapixels and no image stabilization. Focus speed and color representation are also better on the Oneplus 3. Switching to the front, both have 1080p screens. Nothing great, but, price. However, the Oneplus is slightly larger at 5.5 inches versus 5.2 on the DTEK, which also has two front-facing speakers, but the bigger screen on the Oneplus 3 trumps dual speakers for me. At full brightness, outdoor visibility is good, but nothing special on the Blackberry, and it's kind of a similar story on the Oneplus 3. At full brightness, the screen is legible outdoors. I might as well go on to mention that the Oneplus 3 is running Oxygen OS, which is as close to vanilla Android from a non-Google Nexus device that you can get, which personally I like. And the 6 gigs of RAM on the Oneplus 3 feels kind of like overkill next to the 3 gigs from the Blackberry, but I guess that makes the Oneplus 3 more future-friendly and less likely to slow down in the future. Blackberries have always been known for the hub, which is a sort of unified screen where you can see all of your notifications from emails, text, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, even ambiguous apps like Viber, all on one screen. And as you can see, I have the hub running on the Oneplus 3, and this was downloaded from the App Store. This theme kind of repeats itself. Basically, with everything you find on the Blackberry in terms of software, Blackberry has officially released on the App Store, which you can then download and install on really any Android device. This is also true of the keyboard app made by Blackberry, which personally I don't like so much. I'm more of a Swift key kind of guy for all my devices. In addition to the hub, the Blackberries have always been known for their security, going all the way back to the older Blackberries, and that's always been the theme and why most corporate environments typically prefer Blackberries until recently. The DTEK50 also has a security feature or app which lets you microcontrol every single installed app and its permissions on your device in terms of what it can and cannot access. The Blackberry also has Quick Charge 2.0, which gives you 50% of battery in 50 minutes, while the Oneplus 3 has dash charging, which gives you 60% in 30 minutes. Once again, Blackberry 50 in 50, Oneplus 3 60 in 30. So, for an extra $100, you get a fingerprint scanner, bigger screen, bigger and faster battery charging, better build quality, and most importantly for me, a better camera. And the only leg up the Blackberry has over the Oneplus is quote-unquote security, front-facing speakers, and you save $100. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave your comments and questions below that like button, and I will see you guys in the next one.